we're the Kings Orange Rangers, and we originated from Orange County, New York, and we came to Halifax first, and then we were sent to Liverpool to protect area for citizens from the privateersmen. And Simeon Perkins was in charge then. He was the mayor and of the Liverpool.
He was number one man
And
in Liverpool in that time.
They had a group there too when we came. There was militia. And then we came and we stayed down here, dug holes in the ground and stayed in and lived in and froze, drank and rowdied.
Quite
and
that bad.
and
a lot of the people were billeted.
So it's and that's it. So we started this 15, 16 years ago, the reenactment group, and we formed it, and then we go to all reenactments, and we go to the Citadel, and we go to Quebec to the Plains of Abraham. We was up there to the big reenactment up there. And this is our encampment for Liverpool. It's called Privateer Days. My name's Bucky Norman. I'm the lieutenant of the group, camp commander this weekend. This is my wife Donna Norman, and that's my granddaughter Peyton Elizabeth Norman.
It's a family.
It's a family affair, most
hobby.
likely.
It's a family hobby. It's kind of like some people like golfing, some people like sailing, some people like other things. We like to play. We like to be big kids, dress up, and go around and reenact history, which is to us a lot of fun. As Bucky said, the people who came to Nova Scotia originally from Massachusetts, New England states, and during the privateering era, when they thought they needed a little bit of extra protection, Simeon Perkins had asked for the King's Orange Rangers to come and help protect the town from the privateering, because privateering was a big thing here, and so they brought a small contingent, and a lot of the King's Orange Rangers actually lived billeted in some of the homes around here, and when they were disbanded, they only were here for 6 years, and when they disbanded, some of them were given land grants in other places of Nova Scotia, and some of them had married and stayed here. They had married local people, and they had stayed here. There are several reenactment groups throughout Nova Scotia, and at this encampment you'll have the King's Orange Rangers, you'll have the 3rd New Jersey Volunteers, the 84th Highland Immigrants will be here as well, and they'll be coming in throughout the day and setting up camp, and then we'll be living as close as you can in this day and age to the 18th century military encampment. This is more, this isn't a campaign encampment, this is kind of an encampment that's been here for a little bit of time, so we'll have a little bit better stuff than if you were on the campaign going along the trail and making do with the barest necessities. Women did follow the men, even when they were going to war and stuff. There were several women that, because they had nobody else to support them at home and no other way, so they would go along and they would help out. They would cook meals, do various things for the soldiers, and
stay right here,
that way they could earn their keep, and of course their children followed as well. And so we'll be portraying that. It's the type of encampment, where we've been billeted or staying in an area for a little bit, so we have a few little better things like our braziers and some of our better equipment and our tables and stuff, which if you were on campaign there'd be 5 or 6 people sleeping to one tent, and one pot to cook a meal for each of those people and that kind of stuff. And we'll be cooking and eating here, cooking meals over the open fire, the same, cooking and eating period type foods and breads. From clothing to foods to everything, and make sure everything is authentic, and do as much as we can authentically. It's sometimes a little hard, but we've done a lot of research.